to a beautiful day. Cheers, guys.
This week, Look I Cook features Angela Lawrence, along with her mother, Faye. Leaping into the 21st century, Faye and her daughter are the publishers of CookLikeAJamaican.com.
A few years ago, we realized as my mother, who always does all the cooking, the Jamaican cooking for our family, you know, she was getting older, and we realized, me and my sisters realized, that we don't really know how to cook Jamaican food. So my mother offered to start to teach us how to cook it. So we set up this once a month. We'd come over here and she would teach us a dish. So the first time we did it, I videotaped it. And I ended up turning that into a little video that I shared with our family. And that's kind of how the ball started rolling. And I ended up putting it on a family website. And then recently, a few months ago, decided to launch a website because we'd done several videos. And I thought, why not share this with a lot of other people? And so it's been great. That's how I've gotten drawn back into, you know, basically wanting to learn how to make Jamaican food, not just eat it.
Their website has become very popular to foodies of all stripes.
We get together every week now. And so I keep my Saturday mornings open, and I come over here and we have a new recipe that we create for the blog. And usually every week a new recipe is posted on the blog. And right now we're still working our way through the traditional ones that everyone knows. And I'm sure we'll also be doing a lot more different things as the site grows.
To broaden her culinary palette, Angela searches far and wide for interesting new recipes to sample.
I love to travel, and I think it's my own natural curiosity about, you know, different cultures and different places. And so for me, traveling is all about learning. And I was just in St. Martin. It was great to be there and see how things are similar, you know, to Jamaica because of, you know, the Caribbean culture, but also what makes it, you know, unique. And so that's, you know, wherever I've traveled, if it's in Asia, if it's in Africa, it's all about, you know, learning. And so that's what this blog is about for me too. It's about learning more about my culture, as well as, you know, learning how to cook better.
Ah, the beautiful island of Jamaica.
That I've been to several times, and that is, it's a, well, it's the land of my, you know, forefathers, and it's, you know, what my heritage is, you know, being of Jamaican descent. And it's also, I feel, an island that has had a huge impact on the world. Like the food, like everyone knows, like, you know, jerk chicken, jerk pork, beef patties, you know, very popular, not just like all over the world. And then also the music, you know, reggae music. And so I think Jamaica is a beautiful island that has given the world a lot of flavor.
We love the way our taste buds have been slapped around by these spices. So why did you apply to Look I Cook?
I thought, why not? You know, again, I thought it was a great opportunity for, you know, us to share, you know, what my mother, I feel, is, you know, my mother's legacy. And I feel like, you know, people, like, we all have a gift, and it's about discovering that gift, and why not share it with people? So I thought, you know, Look I Cook, the contest was a great way to do that. Here we are today, and my mother's going to teach us how to cook like a Jamaican. And so we're going to do Ackee and saltfish, which is Jamaica's national dish. So Mom, what's the first ingredient that we're going to start with?
I must say, look, I cook.
Brownie points.
The ingredients for ackee and saltfish. We have the ackee, saltfish, chopped bacon, chopped onions, chopped tomato, some black pepper, some pepper sauce, and cooking oil. Here we go, on high. Put some oil in. We need to get that heated up before we put the bacon in.
Okay, so there's like bacon usually has a lot of fat in it,
yeah.
But you're going to add some oil, cooking oil,
Yes.
and actually fry it in the oil. Okay.
Yeah. First, we've got the bacon, chopped bacon.
And about how much is that?
This is half a packet, and the packet is usually about £1.
Yeah. So we're gonna fry that until it's really crispy.
Yeah.
Ackee and saltfish is Jamaica's national dish. I know for me, you know, when someone asked me, like, if I had, you know, my last meal, you know, what would I choose to eat? I was actually surprised that I chose Ackee and saltfish.
Really?
Yeah, and that's because I realized that it's like comfort food for me.
Yeah.
Learning how to cook like a Jamaican, I just think you have to learn how to cook this dish. It's just like a fundamental dish, and so I'm glad that we're cooking it today.
Okay, well, most of the food that we make is comfort food. We needed comfort in the old days. Well, we won't go into that now. I'm going to remove the bacon now. We'll add it later.
Okay, Mom, so what's the next step?
Onion, chopped onion. Angela chopped onion.
Okay, and you're frying it in the same pan. You don't have to wash out the pan or anything. You want actually the...
No.
You want that bacon flavor in there.
That's right. And the tomatoes. And the rest of the oil.
And how much oil was that in total, did you say?
About 3 ounces.
Okay. So a couple of tablespoons. 2 tablespoons or so?
Okay. That's my problem. I'm from the old school. I use ounces.
Well, that's why it's good to be able to go to your recipes on your site, and you can get all of the recipes written. So
I'm going to put a little black pepper.
So now that's hot pepper sauce.
This is hot pepper sauce. In Jamaica, they would chop up some Scotch bonnet pepper, which I don't deal with. It's too hot. So I just use some pepper sauce.
What's next, Mom?
I'm going to put a little water to make a sauce.
Okay. How much water? Just like
a little. Then I'm going to add the salted codfish, which was soaked to get rid overnight in cold water to get rid of some of the salt.
So you're just kind of mixing in there. So what's next?
The next will be the ackee.
Okay.
The bacon. The next will be the bacon, actually. The ackee is the last thing.
The ackee grows on a tree, and it's actually a beautiful orange fruit that has to open naturally. It's like a gas will open the fruit naturally, and then you pull out the fruit. And this is beautiful yellow fruit that you see here. But if you force that fruit open, it's actually poisonous.
That's right.
And it can make you really sick. So it's really important to have, you know, ackee, to wait until it properly ripens and naturally opens.
We're just going to sprinkle a little black pepper on the top. And we leave it to simmer for about 3 minutes, 5 minutes the most. And that would be ackee and saltfish paste style.
Mama's recipe is always the best. Am I right, Freddie? Am I?
So this is the finished dish after 3 minutes, I'll say. And we can either plate it or leave it for whenever you're ready. But I'm going to plate it.
That looks good. So we're going to be making the fried dumplings after the break, and we're going to allow Chef Anthony into the kitchen, into our kitchen, to show him how to cook like a Jamaican.
Well, hello, and thank you so much, Angela, for letting me in the kitchen. Guys, I've been watching the show, and Angela and Faye have done a great job, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have next for us, which is...
Fried dumplings.
Fried dumplings. That's as sexy as it sounds. Let's see what you got.
They're delicious, and they have no calories.
Wow.
So you can just, you know, have as many as you want. But they're kind of like a staple. And fried dumplings are, the traditional name for them is Johnny cake
Oh yeah.
from the name Journey cake. Okay, so back in
So while you're on the road.
while you're on the road, you know, back in actually slavery times in Jamaica, and actually in the Caribbean, there's several islands that call them Journey cake,
Okay.
which has turned into Johnny cake, and now we call them fried dumplings.
There you go.
And so yeah, you would put them in your bag if you were going on a long journey, and you would have them to snack on.
So they keep well then.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, good.
They
Perfect.
do. You know, they're best eaten hot. You know,
Obviously,
but
sure.
so we're gonna use. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour,
All right.
and basically we're gonna make a pretty simple dough. This is 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and we're gonna put in a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now normally you get your hands into it, but you can also use a fork. So we're just gonna combine the dry ingredients with a fork.
So far, so good. That's what we do in all baking procedures.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, it's
working
pretty
it up.
standard stuff. And here we have 3 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
But you can use margarine if that's your thing. I prefer butter.
Now the
And,
butter looks like it's room temperature.
the butter's room temperature.
Have you tried doing this?
shouldn't have been
Sometimes when we do biscuits or anything like that, we actually freeze the butter. You grate it, and then that way it doesn't actually dissolve in it. So you keep those little lumps so that when it actually cooks, it
Comes out like a
Really
You
flaky.
got it. Faye over there is giving us, you know, the thumbs up that it's okay to do with frozen butter. So.
Just play with it until it's smooth. And then the way my mother showed me is the way her mother showed her, which is to kind of pinch it all up into one side, which gives you a smooth side, and then a side that's kind of not as pretty. But then what we do is we pat that flat and put the ugly side down. And that's how we're going to put them in the pan to
All right.
refine them.
So how's that? Looking good?
Actually, that looks better than mine.
You heard it here first, guys.
It looks good.
I'm an honorary Jamaican now, or what?
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Give me some more dough. Let me show you.
There you go. We're going to start frying the dumplings.
They're so hot, but they are so delicious. It's not even funny. I'm not just saying that. I know I say that all the time, but it's really hard to tell people exactly how good it really is. And this is something, I mean, simple ingredients, very simple to make. You saw that, how easy it was, but it actually makes all the difference because the salt cod and ackee is actually, it's almost mushy, you know, it's all one texture to it. Then you add this crust of the bread on top of it, and it's really, really nice. I mean, I don't think I've ever gone in 3 times, ever. But it is. It's really, really nice. Angela, I'm going to down this. But before I do, I want to say thank you so much for letting me in your kitchen, finally. And, you know, great recipe. I really had fun.
Okay, me too. Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
guys.
you.
Angela can keep Chef Anthony. I'm keeping Freddie. So you put it on the dumplings?
exactly.
This is really good.
We're shooting at it. Come on.
I'm sorry. This is really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Talk to me. What do you think about today's experience?
What do I think? You know, I got to look in the rule books because I don't know what the rules are about mother and daughter teams because that's an unstoppable team when you have a mother and daughter in the kitchen. They did a great job. You know, it's always nice to see these recipes that come back from generation to generation, and you know, it was a great dish all around. They know their way around the kitchen, you know, and
I like the lesson of history, you know,
Yeah.
about Jamaica, and it was really interesting,
Exactly.
you know, something different.
Yeah.
I learned so much today, so that was great.
It was.
You know, what do you think about Angela's personality? Because Mama is great.
you can't go wrong. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So Mama was awesome. You know, the daughter was just right there. She's perfect. You know, she knows her stuff, and you know what? I really like these dumplings. They were great.
I know you actually you were eating and eating.
Yeah,
Couldn't stop.
no, I've got enough inside me for a while. That's for sure.
But again, our famous line, it's not up to us, it's up to you. Go on lugaicook.com or Lugaicook Facebook page and vote for your favorite personality and favorite recipe.
That's right. You know what? And you know, I know we're not allowed to vote, but this was really, really good. So I have something that I want to do, you know, with you, of course. I love you when you're in the kitchen. But we're gonna do a twist on. We're gonna try and combine all 3. How about we combine the Jamaican, the Italian, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of Polish in there. Let's go
Wanna
make
give
them
you a
something to eat.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'll save this for later. I don't have any room, not even for a kiss, I'm telling you. All right, so let's go do it.
Let's go.
honor of Faye and Angela. They did a great job. I love mother and daughter teams when they work together.
The food was amazing,
The food-
like seriously.
It was incredible. I'm full
Me
up
too.
to here, and I'm cooking snapper, and I love snapper. To make a long story short, let's just say I'm making this, but chances are I won't be able to eat it because I am full of salt cod and ackee. But
This is gonna be Jamaican
We're-
version of your
yeah, we're
dish.
gonna throw a little bit of Jamaican, a little bit of Italian, and you know, Ada, you're my favorite. I have to include the Polish in there.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it's only one ingredient. It's a little bit of cabbage, but you know, we had to throw her in there somewhere. So.
What do you know about Polish cuisine? Cabbage.
What we're making is a jerk snapper,
Yeah.
and we're going to serve it on the Italian side of it, which is the ciabatta bread, and we're going to finish it off with a little bit of
Polish kapusta, yeah.
Polish cabbage, and yeah, it should be a great salad. We're actually going to wilt up some kale. I love kale. We're going to have that just as a side. It would be our version of a salad.
Okay, so
you
what's
ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So we have a smorgasbord
Quick, what is
of
it?
ingredients. So
Let's
we
start
have,
with-
this is my version of it. This is clove, this is allspice, this is
Garlic.
garlic powder, this is thyme, onion, sage, cinnamon,
Parsley.
parsley, and this is sugar, this is ginger, black peppercorns, this is salt. You could always go out and buy this, you know, but being a
But
chef,
you can make it
know,
on your own.
It's nice to make it. You can make this in a big batch, keep it in the fridge or in the cupboard, and away you go. Because the finishing stuff that we're gonna actually add to this is gonna be a little bit of fresh garlic. I love that taste of fresh garlic. We're gonna add just a touch of soy sauce.
Okay,
And
what
this
is
is actually a Scotch bonnet paste. This is really spicy, so I know we all like it spicy.
We
but-
do.
And we definitely need just a touch
Oil?
of oil. Yeah.
Okay. And
So,
spoon and mix it, yeah?
I'm gonna give you a spoon.
Yes, please.
Okay, Ada,
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
come on over.
Listen, I'm quick.
Perfect. That looks
Yes,
great.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for that nice little paste. I mean, you can smell it. We have these beautiful snapper fillets. All I did is I cut them in half. They're actually not too thick, so they don't take too much time to cook. So what we want to do is we want to try to char that jerk spice on top of it, get that nice barbecue flavor that
Right.
you're going to get from it, and then we'll finish off in our sandwich.
Nice job.
Story of my life. You know, all the people that I do catering for, Ada, I kid you not, they're watching me right now. Can you even hear me over all this? I set every smoke detector off in the house. It's not even funny. So,
Only Chef Anthony, okay? Only Chef Anthony.
well, this is, I mean, we're really cooking in someone's house. To this, we're gonna
Yeah.
grate just a little bit of lemon.
Right?
And I normally get you to do all the work, but on this one, yeah.
You
So,
have to be quick, huh?
that's it. We put that to the side. We're gonna finish that later on. We're gonna move our next pan over.
Yeah.
We're
A little
gonna,
more oil.
a little bit more oil inside here. Just a
This is for our
touch.
fish.
This is for our fish.
Okay.
So Ada, you're in charge of the fish. I'm actually gonna take the spoon out.
Yeah,
I'm
what
gonna
do you
drop
want me to do?
drop a few pieces in here, and I'll massage it.
Okay, good.
So you're looking at about 2.5 minutes per side,
okay.
and I mean it's a 5-minute fish all day long. For the sandwich, we always want to have like a different element, different textures to the dish as well. So what we have here is we have some cabbage.
Yeah.
I just julienned it really fast.
Sure.
Okay. So to this, I'm gonna add just a touch of sugar.
Okay, I think I'm going to turn
Yeah,
it.
you go ahead.
Want to make sure that it's oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this. Yeah. Wow.
Touch of sugar, touch of salt. Here I have a little bit of white balsamic vinegar.
Sure. Yeah.
But then again, that's totally optional. We have a little bit of mayonnaise here. We're gonna add it. We are gonna grab one of these limes.
Yeah. Squeeze it. We're making our own
Squeeze
dressing.
it. Now what
Perfect.
this is actually gonna add 2 dimensions to the dish. One is gonna give it that salad flavor, and the second is gonna be that it's gonna actually cool down the Scotch bonnet that we put on top of there, and I can actually smell the heat coming off of there. So we're in good shape.
Okay, how is our fish doing?
Fish is looking good.
Keep going?
No, yeah, just let it sit there and do its thing.
Okay.
So now we're gonna mix this up.
Yeah.
And Ada, we are so close to the finish line, it's not even funny.
So good. So simple.
The next thing we're gonna do
Yeah.
I have some peppers here that are pickled. So
Now you're talking to me.
no, exactly,
More heat.
right? We're gonna add a few
Yeah.
green peppers.
Yeah.
And we're always looking for that color, so might as well
Absolutely,
mix
yes.
it up a little bit.
Makes Scott and Irina happy.
Exactly. You know, you can see it. You can see it on the TV screen a lot better. So,
Okay.
again, to
I
this,
think I don't want to burn the fish.
let me take a look.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
You know, Ada, we're like
good?
8 seconds away. We're gonna take it off that heat.
7, 6, 5.
Okay, you're right.
5,
Take it off.
5. Okay, it's done.
So,
That's it.
we're gonna add a little bit of salt,
A little bit sugar.
little
Let
bit of
me
sugar.
guess. Beautiful. Yeah.
and now we need our balsamic here. Now
Look
we're
at
just gonna
this.
finish it off with our color on top.
Anthony, this is great.
It's been a pleasure.
You truly in-house chef. I love it.
Thank you.
What's wrong with that? Okay, that's not the color.
Should we close the window?
I was thinking it. I didn't want to say it, but
Blowing?
Oh, okay, I'm getting really.
Can I fix your hair, Mother?
Where? Keep this leg though.
It's not, I thought it was a tail. That was a leg.
There was a leg. Yeah, look. Yes, we
you
are.
know, I swear to God, I hear in my sleep.
Okay, we are ready.
Cooking today with the Look I Cook team was a lot of fun. You know, we spent the day doing recipes that both my mom and I are familiar with, but it's just so much better when you can do it with people who are interested and who are really hungry.